And welcome back to Littleton Public Schools Stadium. John Mullen along with my broadcast partner, Gonzo Gonzalez, and tonight's starting lineups for both of these teams brought to you by our friends at Wingstop. First off for Arapahoe offensively tonight, starting at running back will be Connor Benson, the junior who had an outstanding game in the win last week against Adams City. The other running back will be Xavier Harrell, the junior, who also had an outstanding game last week. He ran the ball 3 times for 28 yards and had 3 catches in the game a week ago. At one wide receiver will be Jalen Thomas, who had 2 catches early in that game against Adams City last week for 103 yards and a touchdown. And also starting tonight in the offensive line, Michael Green, the sophomore, will start at center. The guards are Thomas Rames and Carlos Gallardo. And Roy O'Donnell will be starting at right guard tonight, the junior starting as Rames moves to left tackle. And also starting tonight at right tackles, Jason Washington, the big senior. The quarterback is Kevin Lucas Savage, who was tremendous, 8 out of 10, 171 yards, 3 touchdown passes last week and 1 touchdown on the ground. Look for Kevin to have another big game against this physical Castleview football team. For Todd Casebuyer, the longtime Fruita and Montrose coach, considered one of the premier coaches in the state of Colorado, and he is an outstanding coach. And Castleview, of course, beat Fossil Ridge last week. His starters go like this. At center is Zane Claypool, 5'10", 225-pound junior. The guards are Mark Karimus, 6'3" and 300-pound senior. The other guard is Andrew Grout, 6'4" and 285-pound senior. The other guard will be Julian Probsdorfer, 6'1", 225-pound senior. And at tackle is Ryan Jost, 6'4", 235-pound senior. Josh Mullenix is the quarterback. He had 2 passes, 2 out of 2 last week. They didn't pass the ball much in their win against Fossil Ridge, but Mullenix gets to start tonight at quarterback. At one wide receiver is Cade Cushman, 6'1", 170-pound senior. The tight end is Landon Williams, big 6', 230-pound senior, monster blocker, ever-improving pass-catching target at the tight end position. Also this evening, the star running back is Jordan Jackson, the 6', 220-pound bruiser. The running back last week had 136 yards and a touchdown on 19 carries and had the game-winning score in the 4th quarter as Castleview beat Fossil Ridge last week 31-28. That's the starting offensive lineups for both teams, as we've just had the national anthem played here by the Arapahoe Band, and we're about ready to get started. Kickoff is just a moment away, so come on back, join Gonzo and myself as we bring you Game 2 of the 2018 regular season. It is the 1-0 Castleview SaberCats and the 1-0 Arapahoe Warriors. Kickoff in just a moment after this break from our sponsors at Kodiak Cakes and our friends at Wingstop. The opening kickoff in a moment. You're enjoying the best of high school football on gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
Looks like a lovely night tonight.
Yep. The thunderstorms and the lightning cleared the area, and we're ready to rock. Okay, it looks like Castle River receiving left to right.
Ready? Here we go.
All right.
Gonzo.
I have them on though, just as that.
Did you catch that? Adam Baki's going to be the kickoff.
Yep.
And a muffed kick return. That is not a good start for Castleview, even though they were coming the ball. It was not a good first play.
So Arapahoe in black, Castleview in white.
Yep.
Let our viewers know that one.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll try not to yank so much tonight.
If you go to the council view, we use a lot of the play clock time, and they have already started doing that with this first play. A lot of times I turn myself down, I don't have time talking to them a little bit just because I don't want to pick up on my or anything. I just thought you're true.
Boy, what's the delay here?
I'm glad we have the delay so we have a chance to get going here.
He said Castleview uses all the play clock, so. It seems as if there might be a delay on the field.
Alrighty, here we go.
Offsides,
Already.
And welcome back to Littleton Public Schools Stadium. Even before we had the delay to get started, right before the first snap of the football, offsides, someone jumped into the neutral zone for Arapahoe. So give Castleview the first break right early. They will be at the 20-yard line, first down and 5 yards to go.
I believe the infraction was on number 68. And to go up the middle.
And here comes the running back, Jackson, out over the 30 and out over the 35-yard line. And we mentioned in the pregame show, Junior Jordan Jackson is dynamite in a bottle. Unbelievable. 15-yard gain for Jackson. First down, gain of 15. And already Castleview off to the races. And they've got that outstanding offensive line. We mentioned the 2 300-pounders. They're going to be a load for the Arapahoe defense here tonight. Backs in the split formation. Handoff coming this way, running up the middle, and this time Jackson is snowed under by a host of Arapahoe Warriors, including Rory O'Donnell right in the middle of the line, along with number 72, Trenton Lowe, the junior. Gain on the play for Jackson. They gave him a favorable spot there. A 2-yard pickup and a second down and 8 to go. It looked like he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if the referee decided to do a Stevie Wonder on us, but they gave him a 2-yard pickup. Full house backfield behind the quarter. Off right fullback, and he is stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. And that's Jackson again, the ball carrier. They'll use him in multiple positions, either wingback spot. Gains a total of 1 yard. It'll be third down and 7 now for Castleview at their own 38-yard line as we're underway here tonight from Littleton. Full house backfield behind quarterback Mullenix. And there's the pitch into the backfield, and the runner back there is stuffed for a huge loss. And that is Grant Molyneux, number 24, the running back, and he suffers a 4-yard loss. Fourth down and 11. Great penetration by the interior line of Arapahoe, and that'll force a punt. Ursetta is the punter. He gets it, he kicks it high and short. The fair catch is called for at the 37-yard line. So a punt on that of 25 yards for Ursetta. No return. It'll be Arapahoe with their first offensive series. We are tied with 9:51 remaining first quarter. We are scoreless. So Lucas Savage will be the starting quarterback. We expect to see Benson running the football tonight along with Harrell. They got a 3 wide receiver set and the man in motion coming back towards the line of scrimmage. Fake handoff in the middle. Lucas Savage rolling out to the right. There's the pass, and it's too tall and incomplete. The pass intended there for Alderwood, number 26, and it'll be second down and 10. The Castle View numbers are very, very hard to read because they're kind of like a white, silverish kind of thing. So bear with me on this. We will get this as we go. It'll be 2nd and 10. The ball at the 30, they call it the 37-yard line. And now we got the left running back who was set up in the slot will be called for motion, and that will be called on Alderwood. So a second penalty now for procedure called on Arapahoe here in the quarter. It'll make it 2nd and 15 back at the 38. Castleview has outstanding linebackers, and they're quick to the football, so it'll be interesting to see how Lucas Savage designs the offense tonight going forward. Man in motion coming toward the line of scrimmage, Jalen Thompson. Lucas Savage rolling out right, looking for somewhere to throw. There's the pass. Tom has it inside the 50-yard line, down to the 48, and that will be a first down Arapahoe. Perfect pass. And put a start to the season for Thomas. But now they call a late penalty marker, which is laying down there at the 27-yard line. Negate the pass as holding is called on Arapahoe.
Unlucky call. It's holding against Arapahoe.
14-yard gain wiped out with the penalty, and it's going to be 2nd down and a mile coming up now for Arapahoe. They're going to spot it back at the 17-yard line. We're going to call it 2nd down and forever. Inopportune penalty in already 3, and we've barely played 3 minutes. A little anxious tonight as the Arapahoe offense, and they're going to have to clean up the penalties and not give Castleview an opportunity. Backs in the I formation, fake into the middle. There's the handoff to the sweep play to the right. And that will be running with the ball Charlie Federley, and he'll gain out to close to the 24-yard line, gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down and 23 yards to go. Wild formation. They come to the left side trying to run the ball in the sweep play. What big time hit! My goodness, Steitler took a big time whop. We're trying to figure out who made that tackle, but he did not go far. Got it out to the 22-yard line, loss of 2 on that, and it's going to be 4th down and 25 yards to go. Boy, one of the interior linemen for Castleview knocked Steitler clear into Alaska. Unbelievable play. We'll be back in punt formation. There's the snap, and there's a low line drive kick, which is caught at the 43-yard line, and the runner will go down there. Nice coverage by the coverage team.
Looks like number 3 on the punt return.
So 3, Bryson Very gets a 2-yard return, and now we have a late penalty marker. Yes, they're going to call procedure on Arapahoe. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, Arapahoe having problems with that yellow hanky. They might have to put that in the washer and dryer and start all over again. So negate the punt, another procedure penalty, and that's the 5th penalty already here in the first quarter for Arapahoe. And they'll send it back to 17-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 30 yards to go. So they'll have another opportunity at a punt here. There's the snap. Kick is high, kick is short. And a good Arapahoe bounce will get it over to midfield to the 48-yard line. So that will be a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st down now for Castleview as they have outstanding field position. We have 8:20 remaining here in the first quarter.
Substitutions on defense for Arapahoe.
Zach Gonzalez, who did not start. McGowan started at nose tackle, but Zach now in for his first action. Here comes the sweep play to the right, and a short pickup. We'll see who's got the football there. We believe that was number 5 on that for Castleview, and that's Cole Oster, the two-way player. So Oster picks up 1 yard, and he's tackled there. 2nd down and 9 coming up. And Oster last week had 11 tackles on defense and ran for 100 yards. Quick handoff right straight up the middle. And we believe that's Oster again, the ball carrier. He gets to the 46-yard line after the gain of 5. 3rd down and 4 as they go rush right up the middle. And this time Oster is going to be swarmed under by a couple of the Warriors' defensive players. Forward progress is at the 43-yard line, so that will be a 4th down and call it 1. And then quickly up to the line of scrimmage, they're going for it on 4th down. Handoff right up the middle of the fullback, and he will get inside the 40, and he'll have the 1st down. So Oster able to pick up the yardage to the 39-yard line, gain of 4. 1st down for Castleview, so trying to speed up the tempo a little bit to try to catch the Warrior defense a little bit sleeping there.
Substitutions on defense again.
Another substitution, 68 into the game, and we do not have a 68 on the Arapahoe roster, so we'll get that checked out.
Actually,
Will Galita, thank you, Gonzo, and there's the pass, and that will be a catch by Oster. So a completed pass by Mullenix to Oster and another 1st down. Nice pattern. And it'll be another big 1st down deep into Arapahoe territory at the 18-yard line. Gain of 21 on the pass.
Now, a nice note about Oster is he is getting Division I looks. He has several Division II offers, so look for Oster to be integral for Castleview this year.
Split backfield behind the quarterback, Mullenix. Mullenix trying to run right up the middle, pushes the pile forward, and he'll be knocked down inside the 20-yard line. And tackled down there by a couple of the tacklers, including 72, Trent Lowe.
26 came out, 72 came in.
And the ball is spotted at the 15-yard line, so give a gain of, or make it at the 20-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play for Mullenix. 2nd down and call it 7 yards to go. Clock moving with 5:47 remaining in the opening quarter. Again, the split backfield behind the quarterback, Mullenix. There's the handoff coming this way. Breaking several tackles there is Jackson, and he's swung down by several of the Warriors, including Federley, who plays a combo rover linebacker / defensive back. 3-yard pickup on the play for Jackson. It'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go. The ball spotted at the Warrior 17. So Castleview coming off that big win, as our friend Mr. Camera is deciding to make a yank job. Now here's the handoff on the wing back reverse, and the wide receiver there, 21, I believe that was Landon Williams with the football. And he gets it down to the 10-yard line. And they're going to spot it at the 14, so make that a 3-yard gain. 4th down and a yard, and I'm sure head coach Todd Casebuyer is going to go for it. And does he get it?
I'm not sure they got it. Looks like they're spotting it short.
They're actually giving him the 1st down right at the 10-yard line, so give Oster the 1-yard gain in the 1st down, and now there's the handoff right up the middle.
It looks like they're taking advantage of the middle because you got the big guys on the outside.
And it'll be 2nd down and goal as Oster gets the ball to the 7-yard line. So they're using Oster a lot in this drive, using Jackson as a decoy, so to speak, because the Arapahoe defense They don't want to key too much on Jackson, and then Oster's going to eat him up in the middle. There's the handoff right up the middle. Oster trying to push the pile forward using the power in his legs. He'll get it inside the 5-yard line down to the 4, where he's knocked down there by a host of Warriors.
Get a little chippy out there. You look on the left side of the offense versus the right side of the defense. They're exchanging blows down there. So.
And of course, they got those big linemen, Kiramis, who goes at 300 pounds at the guard spot. That guy is a load, and they're trying to push that pile forward. And now we're going to have Coach Keespear on the field, and we got a timeout on the field called at the 3:22 mark. First timeout charged to Castleview here in the first quarter. But your thoughts, Gonzo, early in this game? Arapahoe off to the sluggish start offensively with 5 penalties already. Castleview now trying to take advantage and get themselves on the scoreboard.
Honestly, Arapahoe coming out sluggish kind of surprised me. It's a home game, I get it. They came out sluggish last game, first quarter. They're manipulating the defense. They're putting their big guys that normally plug the middle on the outside edges, which I think is good so that for containment, because they gave up the containment last week. We'll see what happens here on this defensive stance. At 3rd and 4 with 4 to go, Arapahoe has to roll up the sleeves and get it done because they cannot let Castleview matriculate down the field any further than they have. I think this is going to be reliant on how tough the defense is tonight on both sides. And as we get ready, we'll see if Black can make the stance or if White is going to sneak one in.
3rd down and goal at the 4-yard line. Looking to get the handoff, driving to the right side and diving into the far corner of the end zone. It's either Oster or Jackson. Take your pick. We're going to give it to Jackson, and as he gets it into the end zone, it's now a 6-0 lead. So credit Jordan Jackson with a 4-yard touchdown run and the opening points on the scoreboard. So 4 yards on the touchdown. We'll now have the extra point attempt. Connor Sullivan, 99, will be the kicker. There's the snap, and there's the placement and the kick on the way by Sullivan, and he drills it right down the middle. So with 3:17 remaining in the opening quarter, Castleview takes a 7-0 lead over Arapahoe. We're back with the kickoff after these messages. You're enjoying the best of high school football on gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
Don't think that's the way that Arapahoe wanted to start their home season, but that's the first time that the opposition has the lead. They had the lead against Adams City last week, so we'll see what they can do here. They're definitely going to have to put some points on the board, just keep this contest even. But, hey. Maybe they didn't eat enough Wingstop wings, huh? Kick is off.
We're back with the kickoff, and the ball will be kicked, and the runner out over the 20-yard line to near the 30-yard line. Well, he will be knocked down there. So Arapahoe's been a little bit sluggish to start. It's going to have to pick it up a little bit with 3:10 remaining here in the first quarter. And a 7-0 lead. Jackson scores on the 4-yard touchdown run, 12 plays and 52 yards, and exactly 5 minutes off the clock. And Castleview off to the lead. 1st down and 10 now for the Warriors at the 28-yard line. The back's in the I formation behind Lucas Savage, the quarterback. Fake into the line, hand off to the fullback, and he is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. And that's, of course, number 5 running the ball, Federley. And Charlie gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. And I'm wondering right now, if you're Rod Sherman and the Arapahoe faithful, where is Connor Benson? They need to get him into the hole against that defense and punish that defense a little bit.
I think slant coming up right here.
And here we go with the single setback behind Lucas Savage, who's back to pass into the pocket, and he is sacked.
It's a Arapahoe offensive line. They're not used to a good defensive line. And the same defensive
Castleview able to beat the block by the offensive left guard, and a loss on the play of 4 yards, and it's 3rd down and 14. And right now, I don't know what is going on with the Warriors offense, but they are going in the wrong direction.
But still, again, the offensive line is struggling. We saw that last week in the Adams City game.
Lucas Savage will be in the shotgun formation, single setback, and Kevin back to pass.
Get off.
Going into the pocket, and look out, and he got bent backwards. Ooh, that did not look good, but he takes another sack. Tremendous downfield coverage by the defense for Castleview, and he loses another 5 yards, and it's going to be 4th down and 19. And give the SaberCat defense credit. Their downfield coverage has been outstanding, and it'll be the second punt in the game now for Arapahoe.
All right, we're looking at Baki here. He needs to put this one into next year.
They need a big kick and a big special teams play. Baki kicks a low line drive, and that'll be fair caught at the 45-yard line. A total of a 36-yard punt by Baki and no return. Castleview an excellent field remaining here in the opening quarter of play. So as they did last week against Adams City, they got off to the slow start offensively, but tonight they can't have that against this bunch. Castleview 1st down and 10. They'll have the ball at their own 45-yard line. Just over a minute remaining here in the opening quarter of play. But I want to say something about Todd Casepire, the outstanding coach for Castleview. He had a monster career coaching on the West Slope at Fruta and at Montrose. This guy is an excellent football coach, and he's got his guys playing good football. We have a slight delay for a moment. We have an injured player for Castleview down on the field. And again, we're having a hard time seeing the numbers because they're so difficult to see with that silver-looking look.
Thinking it's 77. This is almost as bad as Bear Creek last night. All right, so we got a score update out of Florida. We've got Dakota Ridge that had that game at halftime, 15-14. It's 23-23 with Hernando. So this looks like it's going to be a dogfight in Florida. So thanks to our guys that are keeping us abreast. Dakota Ridge High School versus Hernando High School of Florida in Florida. All righty, here we are, back action.
1st and 10 handoff. Jackson trying to break a tackle, and he's going to be knocked down right at the line of scrimmage, and an excellent tackle this time by Jalen Thomas. So Jackson will gain, boy, they gave him another cushy spot. It looked like he was stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, but they give him 1 on that. 2nd down and 9, and an excellent tackle by Jalen Thomas. Backs will be in the I formation. Receiver out towards us here on the right. Fake into the middle. There's the first pass, and the pass will be tipped and incomplete. Nice defensive play there by Cade Segura, the senior. The pass intended there for Pinello, number 30. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up, and this is a big defensive series now for Arapahoe late in the first quarter with 33 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they need to make something happen right here. 3rd and 9, they can't give this one up.
Receivers left and right. Mullenix with the long snap count, and we have a penalty marker before the play even got started. That should be a legal procedure called against Castleview, as the referees will have a discussion. And I guarantee you they're not talking about Labor Day weekend or a golf time. Procedure against Castleview.
Interesting on that one, the way the quarterback threw that one down. I'm surprised they didn't get him for delay a game or some kind of unsportsman. I think the quarterback got away with that one.
So Arapahoe's defense now trying to make a statement late here in the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 14 yards to go now at the 41-yard line of Castleview. The backs in the I formation. Fake handoff into the middle. Here comes Jackson to the right side on the sweep. Out over the 45 and gang tackled. Nice play.
I think on that one, what you didn't notice is Arapahoe went back to a three-man surface. So on that three-man surface, they had their traditional nose guard in the middle there. And I think what's happening now is Arapahoe's starting to retool the defense.
And an excellent tackle by Jalen Thomas on Jackson, so he couldn't get outside. It'll be 4th down and 11 yards to go. And Urseta will be back in punt formation.
Big stop by Arapahoe on that one.
Now we have whistle stopping the play for a moment. We'll see what this one's all about. And a timeout has been called by Arapahoe with 23 seconds to go. That's the first timeout in the half for the Warriors. But Gonzo just made a great point. They needed to make a defensive statement in that last series, and the penalty helped. And then they were able to stuff Jackson on 3rd down on that sweep play, where Jackson was so effective in that win against Fossil Ridge last week. The Arapahoe pursuit by the linebackers, especially Thomas and Segura and several of his other buddies, was able to make a play there. That was a big defensive stand.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is Arapahoe definitely has the beef on the defense. They've got some 280, 300, and a couple of 300-pound dudes. So that was cool.
There's the punt. And that will be caught at the 23-yard line. Runner out over the 25, out to the 30-yard line, and then surrounded right there. 35 yards on the punt and a 5-yard return. Arapahoe takes over the football with 12 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Let's see if the Warriors now can try and get something established on offense. The Castleview defense has played physical, and they've been swarming all over number 6.
I'm throwing the fly route right here, man. Get them off their guard. Go deep.
Castleview has an athletic secondary, so they're going to have to be quick if they're going to have to make that pass. There's Lucas Savage's throw, and the ball will be an incomplete forward pass and almost intercepted by the defensive lineman. And boy, Kevin took a big-time pop there right in the middle of the line. And the offensive line right now for Arapahoe having all kinds of problems against the front 3 of Castleview. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
So it looks like 91. They got 3 big boys. 21 moves over to the left.
2nd down and 10. Man in motion is Baki to the right side. There's a bad snap. Lucas Savage gets it, throws a bounce pass that would consider a lateral, and now they're going to say it's an incomplete forward pass. Boy, that was close.
They got lucky on that one.
And right now, if you're an Arapahoe fan, the offense is totally discombobulated at the moment. They have antsy feet. Castleview's been able to settle in and play insane defense in the first quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter, barring a penalty. 3rd and 10 at the 30. Harrell coming to the right side, and Kevin back to pass. Throws the screen caught. Harrell, 30, 35, 40. Great cut, 40. Down the sidelines. Here we go. 35, 30, 25. Looking for a block. Harrell's finally going to be still on his feet and knocked down out of bounds. And who goes down at the 8-yard line. What a play.
Hey, sorry, cameraman was a little off on that one, but that kid X-Man, I think they call him, he did not want to go down. That's the little things in a game that you want to see. You want to see the guy fighting for the yards, not wimping out and go to the sidelines. He got himself probably another 6 or 8 yards on that one. And we got Arapahoe in the red zone. And the Kodiak Cakes red zone alert.
and that's the end of the first quarter with Castleview leading the Arapahoe Warriors 7-0. Back for the start of the second quarter after these messages from Kodiak Cakes, and we'll be right back right here on our favorite station, of course, is www.303gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
So pretty much I turned out
Tight Dakota Ridge, Hernando,
just below
23
halfway.
apiece
You'll figure it
out
out.
of Florida. So
Nice.
it's the clock set for 12 more minutes here at Arapahoe LPS.
This we kind of sort of in the background.
Camera work might not be our strong point, but we do know the players and we do know how to play games.
Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Handoff, they break a tackle down the sidelines. 10-5 into the end zone. Touchdown. Beautiful looking run there by Harrell, who bounced off a tackle and gets into the end zone, and the lead has now been sliced to a point at 7-6. So Harrell does a great job of bouncing off the tackle attempt there and gets it into the far end zone for the touchdown.
I moved this over here. I think that might have been it. Because I had something row before.
Now we'll have the extra point attack. Schmeling in for the PAT, and his kick is on the way and good. So
We call bueno.
11:55 remaining second quarter. We are tied at 7 points apiece. The kickoff after these messages. You're enjoying the best of high school football on 303gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
Yes.
There was an announcement about an envelope. You know who I should talk to about it?
Next door. Alrighty. Not only do we call the games, we also do 411 information, baby.
That's it. We're an all-purpose operation, you know.
Alrighty. So Arapahoe gets back on the board.
Talking very much because I'm not good at this, so.
Meanwhile, in our out-of-state game, Dakota Ridge is in overtime, and I believe Hernando has scored.
And Adam Bucky is kicking, and it gets down to the end zone.
Wow, that Baki kid actually has some legs. So when you're going on defense, it's exactly what you want to see is field position if you're the defensive coordinator of the defense. Now let's see what Arapahoe decides to do here. There's been a lot of substitutions. They went away from that three-man surface. Looks like they're putting the beef on the outside edges again. 68 juggling around. And we got, is that 72? So we got 68 up front, 55, 73. Okay, so we're going to go back to defensive end, defensive tackles, and they're going on the edge.
And the handoff to Jackson, who sweeps around the right side. And he will gain good yardage on first down, gain of 7. Second down and 3 yards to go. Clock moving, the last scoring drive in 70 yards in 17 seconds. And Harrell scores from the 8-yard line to tie this ball game up. And just like last week's game, after the slow start against Adams City, they were able to rev it up and get the scoring drive. Now the handoff up the middle to the big fullback. And that should be Oster running the ball. And they go to the hurry-up offense all of a sudden. And it's going to be third down and call it 5 yards to go. So trying to speed up the tempo. And somebody for Arapahoe jumped into the neutral zone. And that was 68 Will Galita, the sophomore. So, no, they're going to call it the other way. They're going to call it procedure.
Looks like the center flexed the
So
ball.
procedure called against Castleview. That's a big penalty. Third down and 10 now.
So they substitute Gallardo.
And they're going to call it third down, and we'll call it 7 yards to go. The ball back at the 24-yard line. So a big penalty called on the SaberCats. Now the sweep play coming to the right, and he's tackled for a loss. Excellent tackle.
Was that 65? 65 on that one.
Yes. And making the tackle on that is Thomas Raines, who normally starts at guard, and that's a loss on that of a yard on the play. And it'll be back to the 23-yard line, 4th down and 8. So another good defensive stand for the Warriors defense. The punter, Uceta, back in punt formation, kicks it nice and high. Fair catch called for right at the 40-yard line. 32 yards on the punt, no return, and the Warriors will have excellent field position with 10-17 remaining in the first half. We are tied at 7 points apiece.
Look like the Warriors are in a good field position.
The ball will be at their own 40-yard line for this next drive.
But they tied the game up, and they now have a chance to take the lead on this drive.
So we'll see what Coach Sherman has in mind on this particular offensive series. He has 4 receivers out on this pattern, including 1 in the slot. Now the man in motion is Jalen Thomas. Lucas Savage's pass is caught, 40, and out to the 43-yard line on that little quick screen pass. Pass is caught by Segura.
I tell you, Castleview did their homework. They watched their film. They're sniffing everything out. A lot of substitutions on the offensive line and actually personnel. So I would say we're probably going to see a pass here. Why not? You got wide side of the field.
They've moved Michael Green from the center position to the left tackle position tonight. So Rod Sherman really rolling the dice with this offensive line here tonight, moving all kinds of people all over the place. Now moving back in motion into the backfield there is Alec Killstrom. Handoff up the middle, breaking tackles. Look at Harrell go. And Xavier will have a big-time first down for the Warriors offense. So he gets it to the 43-yard line of Castleview, gain of 14, first down Arapahoe. So we have not seen Benson tonight. It's been Harrell running the football. Rod must have found something in the Castleview defense that he can let Harrell exploit that. And he's had 2 big runs in this game, including the touchdown in the last series of downs.
I think it was the wing stops that Harrell had for lunch.
Could be. As they play in the I formation, Castleview showing blitz, handoff to the right. Rel inside the 40, blasting his way down to the 38-yard line where he's tackled. And a late penalty marker called on the field that should be piling on, called on Castleview. That was a late hit when he was down. And that was Alderwood, by the way, running the ball that time, not Harrell. But he gained big yardage. That will be a 6-yard pickup, and they'll tack on the yardage on the late hit. Personal foul, late hit called on Castleview.
And that's the thing that killed Arapahoe in the first quarter were penalties. So this one, Arapahoe is going to benefit from the miscue of Castleview and gives them some free yards. On another note, Dakota Ridge lost in overtime to Hernando, so Dakota Ridge fought a hard battle and at the end of the day lose in overtime. Needless to say, we're here at LPS. The guys in black are called the Warriors.
And they will have it at Castleview's 23-yard line, 1st and 10 following the personal foul penalty. Backs in the I formation. Lukasevich hands the ball off into the middle, trying to bounce off one of the players down there is Harrell. And Harrell's going to be knocked backwards for a 3-yard loss. Good penetration by the Castleview defense. And they'll spot it at the 25, so we'll call it a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12. So both teams really going helter-skelter, really using all of their football players on both sides of the line of scrimmage. There's been wholesale substitutions on the Arapahoe offensive line and in the backfield so far in this contest. Rod Sherman is looking for something. He's looking for leaders on this offensive team.
Looks like they're forced to take that timeout. It looks like Lucas Savage either didn't know the play or he didn't know how to check off his primary.
Arapahoe is going to call their second timeout on the half here.
Huh. All right, so this is interesting here for Arapahoe with 25 yards of pay dirt. I'm thinking that right now they know that this is a must drive. They need to jump on top of Castleview and their mistake here.
Now we
Maybe they saw something on the pre snap there, and they're changing up the play. Either way, they need to dominate on this series because they need to keep the ball on their side of the field, meaning Castleview's side of the field. It was kind of been lopsided with Castleview the advantage in the first quarter for sure.
And what my thinking is, since we have not seen Benson tonight, he must have gotten injured late in that game with Adams City, and Harrell's been getting the bulk of the workload at the running back spot tonight and has run the ball very effectively in the times he's been able to carry the ball.
Looks like they're going man.
Lucas Savage going back to pass, being flushed out of the pocket, rolls back, throws the ball over the middle, and that will be caught.
Jalen Thomas.
Thomas makes the catch near the 16-yard line. Nifty footwork by Lucas Savage on that pass. And he will get it to we'll see where they spot the football. Referees are having a discussion at the moment. Was there a late penalty marker that we didn't see on the field?
There is one right there on the hash.
Personal foul, roughing the passer called on Castleview. So that will tack on even more yardage as the play is good for 8 yards to Thomas. And rushing the passer 15 yards, that will be a half-distance penalty of 8 yards on that. First down and goal now for the Warriors at the 9-yard line. So the SaberCats making some miscues. There's the fake into the middle. Lucas Savage looking to run it up the middle where he's tackled down there by Castleview. And they get it to the 8-yard line, gain of 1, second down and goal.
Boy, you should have gave it. That 7 had the edge all the way. I guess hindsight's 20/20, but dialing up the tricks right here.
They're going to spot it at the 9 instead of the 8, so no gain for Kevin. He's in the shotgun formation with 3 receivers out.
Slant routes there.
Man in motion coming to the right. Kevin rolling out right, looking to throw, trying to get inside 10, 5, twisting and turning. And Lukasevich is going to be knocked out of bounds near the 5-yard line, and that's where they spot it there. So Kevin picks up 4 on the play. It'll be third down and goal. Again, good downfield coverage by the SaberCats. So third down and goal, they spot it at the 5. Limited space now to maneuver the offense for Arapahoe. We'll see what they got in mind here. Man in motion coming to the left side. They hand the ball off. Double reverse play. Pass. Pass is caught for the touchdown. Beautifully done.
Was that back to the quarterback?
It came from the wing back reverse play. And that was a pass from Schmeling to Lukasevich for the touchdown.
Gotta love that, man.
That play looks a lot like the Philly special.
So they pull the bunny rabbit tricks out of the bag. Sherman did that forever at Valor Christian, and they are able to pull it off for the 5-yard touchdown, and they extend the lead. The kick on the way by Schmeling is good. So with 6:55 remaining second quarter, it's now 14-7 Arapahoe. Timeout on www.gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
Sherman actually talked about the trick they were going to pull, and it looks like they have been successful so far.
Alrighty, back to some live action here. Looking like the whistle is coming. Dakota Ridge did lose. Castleview, Arapahoe on deck.
Schmeling now will kick off for the Warriors as they lead 14-7. There's the kick. And that was a low line drive kick caught by the up man for Cassaview down near the 30-yard line where he is tackled by a couple of Warriors defenders. So it'll be 30-yard line, 6:29 remaining first half. Last scoring drive was 7 plays, that is, and 54 yards and 3:42 off the clock. Lucas Savage catches the 5-yard touchdown pass from Schmeling. So, but the trickery play gives them the lead. It's now 1st and 10 Castleview. Hand off to the big fullback up the middle, and he is cut down there after a short pickup. We believe that is Oster with the football once again. And he'll gain about 2 on that. 2nd down and 8 as they go up to the hurry up. Man in motion coming towards the line of scrimmage. The fullback gets whopped. Nowhere to run and hide for Oster as he is blasted. They have really picked it up there. That was, I believe, Jason Washington coming up with that tackle. 3rd down and long coming up. We'll call it 8 yards to go. There's the pitchback coming to the tailback to the left side. Tries to wrestle past a couple tackles. A nice gang tackle.
Another 3 and out for the Warriors.
He had Federally, Segura, and 24 Petridis, who was a mammoth tackler last week. He had 7 tackles last week, if I recall.
Yes, and that was a 1-yard gain, 4th and 7. Boy, as Arapahoe picked it up in the middle stages here, the second quarter on the defense. Ursetta again back in punt formation, gets the snap. Pick is a end over end kick away from the return man, and that will go out of bounds. Not a good punt. And the Warriors will get the ball back in outstanding field position. We'll see where the referee decides to mark the football. We have 4:58 remaining here in the opening half of play, and the Warriors are going to get outstanding field position again.
Boy, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're loving it, man. Up 14-7. You just had a mammoth defensive stop. You're, what is it, 60?
They're going to mark it at the...
63?
Yes.
3 yards to Pater.
A 30-yard punt for Ursetta, no return. 1st down Arapahoe at their own 37-yard line with this next drive, and 4:58 remaining first half. Man in motion coming towards the line of scrimmage. There's the fake. There's a handoff on the reverse. 40, 45, out near midfield. Nice snifty running for Benson. First carry of the game, and they put him at the wing back spot, and he gains 11 yards. 1st down Arapahoe. So the first action running the ball tonight for Benson. So with Harrell and Benson running the ball effectively for Arapahoe, when you get yardage like that from your 2 key offensive players, you're going to be in business. And here we go with Arapahoe really picking things up like they did last week against Adams City in the second quarter when they scored 26 points. Lucas Savage back to pass. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass. That should have been picked off. Nice coverage there. And we believe that was number 3, Bryson Very, the senior cornerback. Boy, that was a dangerous pass.
He had a lot of field there, 15 to 20 yards, a lot of green. He was locked in on that one. The defensive back was just lucky he didn't jump that route and take it for 6.
And Very is an outstanding player in that conference. Where's the number 3? Plays a combo position, can play both corner and safety. Outstanding athlete. 2nd and 10. Man in motion to the right. Handoff coming straight up the middle, breaking a tackle. 50. Benson blasting his way. Late penalty marker. 2 markers as Benson gets it inside near the 38-yard line, but hold the fort. The back judge called the penalty, and I keep knocking over the camera, and that's not a good sign for yours truly. The penalty will be against Arapahoe, and that should be a spot foul penalty. Holding called on the Warriors.
They're going to bring this one back and call a holding.
just when you thought the offensive line was putting it together, they come up with a penalty that costs them, looks like about 20 yards maybe, 15.
That was a spot foul penalty, so give credit to Benson for the 6-yard gain in the hold. We'll get it back to their own 44-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14 yards to go. Man in motion coming back towards the line of scrimmage. Lucas Savage going back to pass. Gets away from one of the rushers, gets it out over the 50-yard line, and he's going to be rolled out of bounds. So Kevin with a nice second effort to get some extra yardage on that, and another late penalty marker after the play was over, and Rod Sherman is probably chewing on pencils on that bench. A personal foul penalty called against Castleview. Oh my goodness, that's the 3rd one called on them in the game.
Like
Big penalty.
Looked like LA hit to me. Have to roll that
Another
stuff back.
personal foul on Castleview. That's, I believe, the 3rd tonight.
That's a big penalty. Lucas Savage gets a credited with a 9-yard run and the penalty marker to the 31-yard line. 1st down and 10 Warriors. So another big break. And Castleview shooting themselves in the foot with these 3 major penalties tonight. And Todd K-Spire on the bench for Castleview has got to be chewing on his pencils at the moment.
I wonder if they're mechanical pencils.
That's a very good question. Backs in the I formation on this 1st down play. Here's the handoff deep into the backfield. Harrell trying to break a tackle. Nice second effort, making something out of nothing. And he'll gain about a yard on that where he could have been nailed in the backfield. So a nice play by Harrell to gain 1. 2nd down and 9. Again, we apologize. The Castleview numbers are very, very hard to see because their uniforms are sort of like the same color, so bear with us on this. We're going to get it figured out, but the Castleview numbers are almost impossible to see.
I wonder if they do that intentionally so you can't scout them.
That's a very good point. And now Castleview will call their 2nd timeout of the 1st half with 3:07 remaining here in the 2nd. And Gonzo, I wanted to get your thoughts on what you've seen so far as we get down towards near the end of the half. Arapahoe has been able to get things really rolling here in the 2nd quarter, just as they did a week ago against Adams City.
Honestly, I think the miscues on both sides of the ball, the penalties are dictating the game. Arapahoe is just lucky that it's 14-7. Castleview's had some nice drives in that 1st quarter. Arapahoe, no sooner than they start to get something started, stall out. Either team could probably left at least 1 score, maybe 2 on the field, in my opinion. Once again, we've got to clean up the miscues. It's week 2. I get it. Arapahoe's playing in front of their home crowd. Castleview has nothing to do but win. They've been in this area for a while, so I'm not saying this is a natural rivalry like Heritage will be next week, but Castleview has to prove a lot. They've got some big dudes up front. And they're manhandling Arapahoe, in my opinion, and Arapahoe just needs to adjust because they got some skilled dudes.
Call it 2nd down and 9 yards to go. The ball at the 30. Lucas Savage going back to pass. Pass will be caught. 30-25, twisting and turning. Great move by Harrell. 15-10 down near the 9-yard line. What a move by 28. Great shiftiness, and he'll have a pickup of 21 yards. 1st down and goal, Arapahoe.
Again, like I said, the skill players are the strength of the offense. They've got multiple guys, anywhere from 5 to 8 dudes that they can plug and play. It looks like Benson comes in when they need some must need up the middle yards. Harrell seems to be a warrior tonight as he's getting the ball within the red zone.
Like how tonight,
so our red zone alert here brought to you by our friends at Wingstop. Visit us for Wingstop Wednesday.
1st down and goal at the 10-yard line. Lucas Savage with the long count. Man back towards the line of scrimmage. Fakes in the line. Harrell's got it, looking for running room. He'll get it inside the 10, down near the 8-yard line. Good open field tackle there for the SaberCats.
Baki came in, number 11. I think 15's Wilson. Wilson had that incredible catch last week. and Federally most likely be in the backfield. Once again, the movement that we're seeing on Arapahoe
Let's see if we see any more trick plays
is
here.
47. The fullback checks out.
Double reversal.
Their drive blocking been much better here in the second quarter, and when Harrell has vision and can see running lanes, he's been really effective in bouncing off of tackles. They call it at the, we're going to call it at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, the backs in the I formation. Kevin with the long count, going back to pass, throws it in the far corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Beautifully done.
Wilson.
And Wilson scores his 2nd touchdown of the year, and we have a 20-7 lead.
Now, if you look at that play, and this is why you got to watch the games, Lucas Savage tapped his hat, and when he put his hand on that bonnet, I was like, okay, he must have seen something. Castleview didn't pick that one up, and that was basically your route for Wilson to say, hey, dude, this is where the ball is going. So, good job for team chemistry there, and let's see if this extra point will make it. We had struggled last week.
Snap back, Schmeling boots it on through. So at 1:33 remaining here in the opening half, Arapahoe extends its lead to 14 points. It's 21-7. We're back with the kickoff in just a moment. You're enjoying the best of high school football and the Arapahoe Warriors on 303gonzo.com and our friends at YouTube.
I'm going to give you a few scores since we got a brief time here. North Glen beating Boulder 14-2. Looks like a safety in that game. We'll have to talk to our boy Johnny on that one. Smoky Hill. How about Tom Fennell out there? 28-0 on Rangeview. Westminster 14-7. Steamboat Springs up 6-0. Skyline 21-14 over Meade. That's kind of a shocker right there.
I expected that to be a really close-knit ball game. Both teams have outstanding offensive talent, and that's going to be a barn burner before that game's over.
And there we had it. Erie's 20-0 on Pueblo South, and once I mentioned Pueblo South is called for a rebuild. Here we go.
There's the kickoff caught at the 5-yard line, 10, 15, 20. Trying to break a tackle coming to the left side. Breaks out over the 25-yard line. A nice pursuit by the Warriors, who knocked down the return man. And it'll be 1st down and 10 now for Castleview with 1:23 remaining first half.
Looks like that's Giacomo made that happen.
23 seconds remaining in the
So with 123, it looks like they're bringing the beef in. They're switching it around.
Cats are now at first.
Rotating defensive lineman tonight. Right now in there is Lowe, along, of course, with my broadcast partner, son Zach, playing on the right side. There's the handoff coming to the right for the sweep play. Jackson 30-35 dives out near the 1st down, and where he's tackled there by Arapahoe.
Alrighty, what's the timeout situation here with the 109 and counting? Do we have one timeout for each side, or do we have 2 left?
We'll check that in just a moment. Jackson gains 8, 2nd down and 2. 36-yard line. Man in motion now coming to the left side for Castleview. Fake handoff. Mullenix roll pass is incomplete. Intended for the fullback out of the backfield. Was trying to run to the left side and trying to throw the ball over his body, which is a very difficult thing to do. And it's going to be 3rd down and short. Castleview, we believe, has 1 timeout remaining, as does Arapahoe. So it'll be interesting to see what Todd Casebuyer has in mind now for this 3rd down play.
Got to get the 1st down, move the chains, save the timeout. Meanwhile, Arapahoe's crowd's really getting into it right now. I know that we forgot the window closed.
There's the halfback option pass, and the halfback option plays. The player was hit him right at the point of attack. So the pass by Jackson's an incomplete forward pass on the halfback option. 4th down and 2 now at the 37-yard line. And no decision here for head coach Todd Casebuyer. He's going to punt it which is a smart move. You don't want to give Arapahoe the short field with an opportunity. So Urcetta's now back in for his 4th punt of the first half.
Arapahoe gets their additional player off, which is good. The question is whether he's going to fair catch it or run it, save clock or run it. He's running.
Ball is caught at the 28, out over 30, 35, 40. Nice return on that. 35 yards on the punt and 11-yard return. So or I should say 28 seconds remaining for Arapahoe in the first half. And they lead this contest by the score 21-7.
Now, if you're the coaching staff at Arapahoe, you got to roll up the sleeves right here, dig deep. You got one timeout. Middle of the field is going to be wide open, guarantee it. They're probably going to protect the sidelines. It's been elusive. Lucas Savage has to know at 3 seconds he's got to get rid of that ball, not keep it. But it looks like they're going to just kneel the ball.
It's going to be painful to Castleview. They're already down 2 scores.
Wow.
They're going to take the knee on this.
I agree with this 100%. I think you've got the lead. I think you should have at least left one deep. But anyway, we're going to
Hold the fort for a minute. I thought Coach Casebuyer might call a timeout, and he does not. Go ahead, my friend.
Alrighty, so with the clock rolling, 5 seconds and down, we're going to roll into a Wingstop halftime wrap-up with scores here briefly. Then we're going to take a brief pause, and then we're going to reload on YouTube, 303gonzo.com. We're going to reload on YouTube, meaning we're going to stop this cast, take a little breather, and go from there. So as we look at the scoreboard, we were watching intently the Dakota Ridge Eagles, who ended up losing in overtime in Florida. That was a toughie. But I think as we're looking at the scoreboard here, and once again, one of the reasons we're taking a timeout is we got to get some phone calls in to some of our sideline reporters to see what the heck is going on elsewhere. But North Glen 14-2 over Boulder. That one is a great contest if you're watching neighborhood teams. Denver East 20 to Prairie Views 14. Westminster 14-7 on Far Northeast. Tommy Cannell and Smoky Hill 28-0 over Rangeview. The contest here is 21-7 Arapahoe over Castleview. Steamboat Spring 6-0 still over Cedar Ridge. And Skyline 21-14 over Meade. Somewhat of a shocker in my opinion. We'll see what happens there when we get the film. Lewis Palmer 14-7 over Evergreen. Discovery Canyon 24-0 over Roosevelt. And boy, I thought Roosevelt was a little bit better than that. Erie 20-0 over Pueblo South. Not a shocker to me there. Mountain View 3, Thompson Valley 0. Pueblo Central 7-0 over Falcon. Pueblo Centennial 20-7 over Sand Creek. Mitchell 6-0 over Palmer. Pagosa Springs 14-6 over La Junta. Meeker and Coleridge deadlocked at 6. Fort Morgan 29-0 over Brush. University 7-0 over Fort Lupton. Eaton 21-12 over Sterling. Resurrection Christian 14-0 over Faith Christian. Highland 7-0 on Academy. Estes Park 8-0 on Arvada. Bennett 28-0. Arvada West 16-13 on Horizon. Is Horizon for real? They had beat Grandview in a scrimmage. They were all happy. They lost last week. 16-13. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to roll the tape on that one late tonight. Fossil Ridge 7-0 on Fort Collins. Another nice neighborhood game. Bothell, only 13. Legacy 7. Bothell from Washington. They played Mullen last year. And what a contest that was for the Mustangs. But they ended up losing that one. Rocky Mountain 3-0 over Chaparral. Chaparral needs to really pick it up because that's a home game for them. Rock Canyon 8-0 over Douglas County. Another nice neighborhood game. And Doherty, who was a favorite of mine in the preseason, 7-0 over Mullen. We'll be rolling that tape for sure. And we got multiple people at that game tonight. Eagle Crest 28-10 at Fountain Fort Carson. So it looks like our boy Looney is getting the troops motivated. And here's one that could go either way with Regis up on Overland 9-0. Mountain Vista Cherokee Trail at 7s. Highlands Ranch losing the lead now. It's 14-13 Highlands Ranch over Grandview. And it was one-sided early on. Highlands Ranch has a couple key players out for tonight. Valor only 13-0 on Ponderosa. Ponderosa being a 4A team. Valor, obviously, everybody knows about them. Dakota Ridge ended up losing, like we said. Brighton 14-6 on Wheat Ridge. Montrose 7-6 on Grand Junction. You gotta love those Western Slope games. Cheyenne Mountain 14-7 on Coronado. Windsor 14-0 on Vista Ridge. Windsor is a tough team. I'm telling you guys. Stanley Lake Final 49-0 on Aurora Central. Lyman 20-0 on Lamar. Bayfield 14-0 over San Juan in Utah. Alamosa 8, Monte Vista 0. Let's see here. Peyton 28-0 on Florence. Crowley County 28-0 on Rye. And 41-0 Holyoke over Lions. West Grand 16-6 on Caliche. So that's about what we had there. We're going to take a brief pause. We're going to check some messages. We're going to check in with our sideline reporters. Once again, if you're listening to it live on 303gonzo.com, 303gonzo on YouTube, you're going to be able to catch us on Twitter at 303gonzo. Once again, in doubt, search 303gonzo. We're going to catch you on the flip side as we take a brief pause at halftime, get us all caught up with our sideline reporters, and we want to thank you and say two fingers. Peace out from Littleton Public Schools.
That gives me the heat. Yeah, like you're just like.